Hey everybody, welcome to Game Time. My name is JJ and welcome to the next part of Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo, and our quest for this part is going to be to put together the Masamune, and we need that wonderful blade to get Frog back in our party, and after this we're going to go and fight Magus. That's going to be in the next part, but right now we need to put that blade back together. We need all the pieces, so the first thing we are going to do is go see Melkwire in 1000 AD down by where the mystics are, you know what I mean? And we're going to go talk to him, and what he's going to tell us is that we need some DreamStone, and it's way, they used to have it back in the dinosaur times, so we're going to have to go back to the prehistoric times, and we're going to go get loaded, we're going to go meet Ayla, and we are going to go fight us some dinos. It's going to be sweet. So Melkwire tells us a little story, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? There's some Dreamstone. Where can we get that? We can get it a long time ago. You know what I mean? So that's kind of your little hint of where you got to go. So we're gonna go back to the end of time, and we are gonna hop into the portal for 65 million BC, and we're gonna go and find some dinosaurs. This you can go here a little bit earlier in the game if you really wanted to. You know what I mean? But it had now's the time to go because of the storyline. So that's where we're gonna head out. Mwahaha. Alright, so we're going to hit another portal here, Mystic Mountain, 65 million BC, and we're going to head down. And as soon as we get here, we're going to get thrown into a little bit of a storyline, and a little bit of a fight and stuff like that. It's going to introduce Ayla. And it's a funny story because Ayla, uh, at the time, I just thought she was a caveman girl, you know what I mean, a cave girl or whatever. But later, you know what I mean, in the years later that I've been playing this, I found out that she's probably based off Ayla from the Clan of the Cave Bear book series slash movie that came out along a little bit later, or like, well, actually the movie and stuff came out earlier, but I found out later that she's probably based off those characters. So really neat, you know what I mean? So more little dinosaurs will pop up. And what's going to happen here in this part of the game is we're going to meet up with a bunch of different characters and whatnot. We're going to have a little celebration, and shit's going to go down, and we're going to get our gate key stolen from us. And it sucks because we can't really go anywhere without our gate key, right? We're stuck in this prehistoric time, so we got to go find our gate key. So we just got to kill these guys, and then Ayla will come back and introduce herself. You can probably name her, and we'll just keep on going on a journey. Wow, love Chrono Trigger, man. It's a little slow pace right now. We're just getting into this area, so we'll get experience points are starting to get a little bit better, learning some skills finally. Now that because we are playing New Game Plus, so it still takes a while to learn new abilities and whatnot, especially when you're really early in the game. You're not gaining that much experience and whatnot, eh? So we'll leave our name as Ayla. I'm trying to leave all the normal names there so you guys are easy for you to follow if you've never played this game. You know what I mean? So Marl, Luca, and Ayla got all my chickies right here. Wow. All right. So come to village, we eat, dance, party, woo! And plenty stones there. So we're gonna follow her down to the bottom here, fight us a couple dinosaurs on the way. Oh, might as well grab a berserker. There's some enemies here you can dodge, some enemies you can't. You know what I mean? Like these guys are a little bit more of a pain in the ass to dodge. You know what I mean? But it's all right. It's all right. We totally destroy them with some Luminaire. Love Luminaire. Comes in handy in any situation. Wow. Now we make our way down to the bottom. Now, when we get our gate key stolen, we'll have to go through the little jungle area. You know what I mean? It's actually it's one of those areas where you wouldn't even think of looking if you're lost at this point of the game. You know what I mean? You're like, oh no way, as if I could go there. It's just down there at the bottom. But we got to go meet Ayla first. No, wrong hut. There we go, Chief's hut. We're in there, and we meet up with Ayla. And she's gonna want us to go party with them all night long. Now the party is kind of a little area in the game where you kind of just have to wait it out. You know what I mean? You got to know when to talk to certain people at what times and whatnot. So my opinion is just keep talking to everybody till they start moving around. You know what I mean? Marl and Luca will start walking around the party and go dancing and stuff like that. That's what you want. You want to keep talking to your actual party members so that they keep the flow of the conversation and this little storyline going. You know what I mean? So you just talk to everybody, and when they move to a different location, just talk to them again, and hopefully they'll move somewhere else and stuff. But you got to let it kind of play through. You know what I mean? So just keep talking to everybody, and eventually Ayla will want to do a little soup eating contest for the stone that you're trying to get. You know what I mean? So just a matter of keep talking to everybody, maybe join the party, go dance. You know, sometimes it feels like it's taking forever, like this right now. Like I feel like I'm just like do 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 do. Come on, there we go. And once Marl gets the hell out of your way, you can actually talk to Ayla a little bit. Hopefully soon we can do our little soup contest. We gotta go talk to Marl again. Oh, come on, get out of there. There's little things in my way. So she's gonna go dance. Then we'll come back and talk to Ayla again. And yes, I am looking for the red rock. I would love to have that red rock. So I'm definitely challenging your ass to a soup eating contest. You know, I'm gonna get that A button ready. Wah! Tap it, 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 tap it. Eat that soup, eat that soup. I've never really lost at this game, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of giving her, giving her, giving her. You can tell if you're winning because you're kind of drinking a lot faster than she is. And I get my red rock. Woohoo! One more bowl for the road. There we go. I wonder if it's filled with booze. It must be because I wake up all passed out. Oh man, I don't remember too much about last night. There we go. Pick up your party members. Then you find out that your gate key has been stolen. That is not cool. You need that gate key to get the hell out of here. Now that you have your DreamStone, you don't have your gate key. That's just wonderful. Just wonderful. So we're going to go find Ayla. We're going to go talk to her. She's sleeping. She's napping. She actually made it home. We ended up passing out on the ground. She actually made it home. She can take that shit. So she thinks the reptiles took the gate key, so we're gonna go and hit the bottom. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'll leave Marl. I don't care. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make much of a difference at this point. You know what I mean? When you're playing New Game Plus, it kind of gives you the ability to play with whoever you want, not really have to worry about too much. You know what I mean? Like everybody's almost at 1,000 hit points. You know, it's just a matter of at least equipping them with some stuff, right? And I like having Ayla in my group. She's a good powerhouse. So we're gonna head down here in the forest maze, and we're gonna find Kino here, who's gonna divulge a little bit of storyline that he took the gate key, and then the reptiles took the gate key, and then we're gonna have to go save the day, and Kino was just trying to jealous little bastard, whatever. So we're gonna go save the day. We're gonna make it through this little jungle area. I always liked the look of this jungle area, but I never liked actually going through this little jungle area. I don't know why. It's just one of my favorite areas of the game. I don't know. I don't like the enemies in the prehistoric time very much. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being picky. You know what I mean? They're just normal enemies like anything else. You know what I mean? But anyways, we're gonna go cut through here. Now you can't cut through here earlier unless until you've done this part of the game. So we're gonna cut through here. God, there's a bunch of treasure chests and whatnot on the way, and a bunch of enemies that are some enemies in the prehistoric time are weak to lightning, and once you hit them with lightning, it'll weaken them to physical attacks and stuff. So it's very handy to have as well. So make sure you use Chrono and his lightning attacks as you see fit, because it does weaken a lot of the dinosaurs. So we got to kind of zigzag our way through a bunch of this little area. It's kind of hard to see. Your first time through here, you're like, where am I going? You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of zigzagging your way through and making your way to the bottom left area so you can exit and get the hell out of here. To get to the little palace area so we can go fight our first big dinosaur boss who's weak to lightning. So we'll make our way up here. Like I said, the foreground and the background kind of mend together in this area of the game, so it's weird. So fight us a couple more little dinosaurs there. Kind of gets us in the mood for the new Jurassic Park movie that's coming out. I look forward to it. Wow. Come on, it's Jurassic Park. you got to remember the original Jurassic Park, man. When that came out in theaters and stuff, oh man, I was just a young little fella. Loved dinosaurs. Awesome. But we'll go down here. The one thing I do like about the prehistoric time, now that I just saw it pop up there, is you get items like horns and little special items from enemies, and you get to trade them in for other items in the town. It's really, really good. It's a good way to get ruby vests and all kinds of different little items that you wouldn't, otherwise be able to get anywhere else. And later in the game as well, you're able to trade even more for even better items. So later in the game, we'll probably go grind over there. I'll show you where to kill some news as well, because they do, give you a bunch of cool items. You know what I mean? So it's really neat. I hate these little ape dudes. They've got a really high defense usually, so it usually takes a while to take them out. There we go, little bastards. They're usually fast too. They usually get attacks in before all your guys get attacks in. So they're just trying to, oh, grab this treasure chest. Might as well grab some stuff on the way. You know what I mean? So make our way over here. And we're just trying to zigzag our way the hell out of here. There we go. And we'll go up here. The little footsteps all over the place, you can tell. So I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. I think we're okay. I think I pretty much got everything I needed. Alright, we're good. So we'll go down here, and we'll make our way out to the bottom. And now we'll make it to this little area here, a little lair. And it's kind of got a little underground area. Now, what's cool about these little beetle guys is that if you let them wander around and dig holes in random areas of this map, you can actually get to all kinds of different little treasure chests. So you'd have to actually leave and come back and leave and come back to actually be able to get all the treasure chests. But there are, if you go a little bit more to the left instead of the right, like I just went, you'll actually get different treasure chests on the other side. So it gives you a reason to come back later down the line. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's enemies to fight and stuff, but if you're playing this game for the first time, if you're anything like me, you usually want like as much equipment, as many items as possible. You know, you want to be able to level up, so you don't really care if you're grinding or whatnot. So getting more items and more experience is always a good idea in my opinion. So just another little tip there where you can get some extra items. I'm not exactly sure what every single item is off the top of my head, but I know there's items on that side too. But I'm not gonna go and do the loop a few times. I'm just gonna go straight down. Hey, get in the hole! Get in the hole! So make it down to another pathway. But you see, there's a treasure chest on the other side there that we're not gonna be getting. You know what I mean? So we just, I just want to get down into the hole, but they make you fight the enemies first. So take a mouthful of coffee, cast some luminaire. Oh yeah! Oh, that's some good stuff, man. Gotta love my Canadian Timmies. Mwah. And that's a good amount of damage, some 4 digits for you. And we'll take those guys out, get a feather, and our little hole should reappear. Might as well grab our treasure chest, which is a ruby vest, which are very handy. You know, good defense against fire weapons and stuff. So we'll fight ourselves a couple more of these little alien-looking dudes. And this guy is a good example. This Megazord is a good example of an enemy that his weakness goes down once you hit him with lightning attacks. See how I'm doing like 93 damage there? So what we're gonna do is attack his ass with the wrong attack. Yeah, I'm not doing a whole lot of damage to him. I meant to friggin' pick lightning too, not confused, but whatever. Wahaha. There we go, lightning. So we're going to use lightning, and watch the next time I do damage to him. You'll see that I'll do a whole lot more than 93. So, oh well. Anyways, he died anyways. Take my word for it. His defense would have went down quite a bit over physical attacks. So we got a full ether, some ether, and we'll make our way back up here. Fight some more of these damn little apes. These mushrooms. He likes to throw these mushrooms around. So we'll make our way to the top. So we'll lightning to their asses. Hopefully it kills them. With my luck, it'll probably do... Oh, okay. Well, it does 98 to him. He's not too weak against lightning. He doesn't do too bad against physical. You know what I mean? So we'll take him out that way instead. Got some fangs, some petals, some good little items that we can probably trade away later. And we've got some more little dinosaurs. We're slowly making our way up. So this time we're using lightning, and we're gonna totally triple kick his ass. No? Alright. Rock throw. Rock throw's a little bit better. There we go. And grab his ass and throw him up. Oh yeah! Boing! 1900 damage. That's not too bad. There we go. Some more items for us. Make our way to the top. Forget the save point. We don't need that. And we get to find a little bit of storyline. So we get to Azala, who's got our gate key. And we tell him that what it is and whatever, you know what I mean? A little bit of storyline. And he calls out his little boss because he doesn't trust us apes. So if you're playing this game for the first time and you want to make sure that you use a lot of lightning attacks on him because and heal a lot, okay? Because he does do a lot of damage when he releases the energy attack that you do to him, you know. So use lightning attacks, do some damage to him, heal up, then he'll release the energy and then repeat. You know, you won't do a whole lot of damage to him unless you actually, you know, hit him with some electric attacks. But the only downfall to that is he releases it and does a shitload of damage to your characters. So that's why I'd bring Marl and, you know, cast an aura whirl, you know, here and there. But other than that, pretty easy boss. Just keep on the ball. That's all I have to say. Have some lightning, some attacking, and some healing, all at a good little pace. So, but if you're playing New Game Plus, just totally lightning and kick his ass. He goes down pretty easy. He's gonna. I don't know all the hit points by heart, but you know, he doesn't have a whole lot of hit points. The only one I know off by heart right this instant would be Magus's hit points, which would be 6666 hit points. It makes me laugh, but you know, it's kind of easy to remember when your hit points are that. So he goes down after not too long of a battle. Even on New Game Plus, it took longer than what I thought it was going to take. So we take him out, we get our gate key back, and we get to make it back to the present. We're going to go back to 1000 AD, and we are going to see Melkwire, who is going to give us, make our sword back together so we can go get Frog again. And then we can go do the Magus stuff. But we still have a ways to go before we save our game here. So we gotta get the hell out of this area. There we go. Yep, thanks Ayla. Good for the help. I will be back later. You know what I mean? When shit hits the fan and all that wonderful stuff and Chrono dies. Spoiler alert. So we're gonna hit back to the mountain. We're gonna go jump off the mountain back into the portal. Mwahaha, head back to the present. Now that we have our DreamStone, we've got the hilt. We're gonna have to go see Frog, and Frog's gonna have to give us the blade and everything. Like, we still got a little bit of running around to do. That's pretty much what our plan is right now. So, a couple enemies on the way. Quit slowing me down, little Speakio looking enemies. Yeah, take that. A little bit of lightning too. I like the 2 attacks because they're nice and quick. Good little magics. Good little magics. Mwah. That's good stuff. Well, gave us hey, some level ups. Finally getting some level ups. Sneak by you guys. Don't need you guys. Well, it's a good. That's a good sign. I'm starting to get some decent experience then. If I'm starting to level up. I'm only about a couple hours in by now. I'm clipping pretty good though. I'm doing good time in this game. Like I said, I am playing New Game Plus, so I'm pretty clipping. I call this a New Game Plus blaze through, as I like to call it. So we need to go to Medina Village. Alright, so we've got the blade, we've got the hilt, we got to go back to Medina, and we got to go talk to Melkwire. And he should, we're going to have a little bit of storyline going on here. Like, there's going to be some Frog / Glenn storyline. So, I'll explain it as we go. So, hey Melkwire, how goes the battle? We found some DreamStone. How on earth did you find that? Oh, well, I don't need to know. Let's go downstairs and make some magic. Make some magic. Love this game, man. This is like an epic moment of the game where you actually get the Masamune and you get Frog and you go fight Magus and stuff. This is like one of my favorite parts of the game, you know? It's awesome. So they're gonna do a little bit of walking around here. It's kind of one of those little areas of the game where you can kind of walk around, but kind of don't get in their way. You can keep talking to them, but you got to kind of let them do their thing, you know. So just read the storyline and mess around if you want. Keep talking to them and annoy them if you really, really want to. But the more you just sit there and wait, just pay attention and watch, you know. So he's gonna move the sword over there, and she's gonna, you know, do her thing, and they're gonna go combine it together, and we're gonna make some epic, epic sword action for Frog, so Frog can go and cut the mountain in half, so we can have access to Magus's castle. Yes, I'm very excited. It's a good part of the game. You know what I mean? Like the next part's gonna be sweet. Next part 5, is gonna be friggin' Magus's castle, and all shit's gonna hit the fan. We get to see Lavos for the first time. You know, we get to fight Slash. We get to fight Flea and Ozzy, and it's a good sized level too. You know, it's one of my favorite levels and one of the trademark areas where I can get to meet Magus for the first time. You know what I mean? It's awesome. Waha. So now we've got the Masamune all nice and shiny. We get the hell out of here, and we got to go back to the past and go back to where Frog is and show him that we've got the blade. So we're gonna hop back in our cupboard over here, and we're gonna go back and hit our portal to 600 AD and go meet up with Frog. Right on. It's been a good part. Good, lots of clipping this time around. Good clipping. Truce Canyon, 600 AD. Sounds good. Away we go. We are to the time travelers. Mwahaha. Yeah, I feel like I'm neglecting Robo. He's just chilling at the end of time. So we got, as usual, we got to do our normal little run here through Truce Canyon. Go fight our one enemy right here that we can't never seem to dodge. He always seems to get us. It's one of those fights that, yeah, you're going to be fighting all the time every time you come here. Take them out, you little flyers. Wahaha. See, I love haste helmets, man. I love haste helmets. Chrono gets to attack like twice to everybody's one attack. It's awesome. You know? So every time I play New Game Plus, I get another haste helmet. You know what I mean? So eventually everybody's got haste helmets. They're attacking so fast. It's so sweet. You know? So now that we've gotten out of there, we kind of wiggle our way through here, and we'll go down to the bottom side of the map here, and we'll hit up where Frog is in his bushes. Go meet Frog in the bushes over here. There we go. We'll kind of wiggle our way through here, hopefully not get into a fight. Oh, we got a new. They're tough to fight, man. You can challenge them if you want, but they can either be really, really easy or really, really, really tough. They might screw you over. So we're here and we show Frog the sword, which is the Masamune, that we put it all back together. Don't seem so surprised. You did give us a piece of the sword. Don't tell me you didn't notice it wasn't gone, Frog. Okay, just, yeah. You knew this was coming. So this just gave us a reason to go and do a mission for you and stuff. So there's a little bit of storyline with Cyrus. Yep. Glenn is usually part of the deal here, so Cyrus and Glenn are really good friends. So it's a little bit of storyline between, you know, before Frog got turned into Frog. So it's awesome. You know, he kind of gets screwed over by Magus. You know, just, you know, they're trying to be heroes. They're nice. There's a war going on. It's just the way it is. But it's a good little storyline. You know, you get to do a little bit of a side quest later in the game with Cyrus and Frog, where you get to do a little bit of thing in his tomb and whatnot. So it's actually pretty good. You get to re-energize the Masamune later down the line. That's what I like about this game too, is that later everybody has a little side quest that kind of puts everybody in the spotlight. Kind of reminds you of Final Fantasy VI, where, you know, you get to the world of Ruin, and every single character has something, you know, really specific that you have to do with those characters. You know, a nice little chunk of storyline that, you know, has more heart, you know, for that character than anything else. It's really neat. This is that kind of storyline here, where you get to kind of feel for where Frog came from and everything. You know, it's really, really, really good. You know, old video games, classic games have more heart than today. You know. Now this is like the first time you actually get to see Magus, the first time you're playing through the game. So you got him and his henchman Ozzy there, and Magus is kind of a jerk, but he's kind of got a weird sense of humor. You know what I mean? He's kind of a cocky little bastard. You know, likes to monologue and stuff like that. So he kind of totally screws Cyrus over, kills him, lights him on fire, and changes Glenn, which is Frog, into the Frog. You know what I mean? So it kind of curses him, and Frog ends up with the hero medal. That's kind of how this goes. So Magus is kind of toying with them, you know. So a little bit of a sad moment here where it's a little bit of a storyline, but it's just the way it is. And then Magus zaps him, totally falls off the cliff. You'd think the fall off the cliff would have killed him, eh? But I guess not. I guess he must have fallen in the water, you know, and bounced a little bit. Hey, I've seen frogs bounce. Trust me. Yes, you can do it, Frog. You are the hero. Come on. You can split a mountain in half for me. Yeah. And it is the day after. We are now ready to go split the mountain in half. And the next part's going to be the Magus Castle. Wow, looking forward to it. Sweet. I'm just going to keep Marl. You never know when you need to heal. That's the thing, right? So, I don't know. I just like having my Chicky and Frog and whatever in my group. I don't really care, you know. If I had Ayla, I'd actually probably be using Ayla because I like Ayla. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to save just by the mountain. And we're going to save our game. And I'm going to keep Magus's Castle for the next part. This part's pretty long already. So I hope you enjoyed this part, getting us the Masamune, and the next part's going to be Magus's Castle and a little bit further. So peace out, happy gaming, and we'll catch you guys next time.